Welcome to a very cold Groundhog Day. This year we wanted to do a short tribute to a Hope native who has attended Groundhog Day in costume every single year since it began. Kathy and I believe that this is year number 6. Self-proclaimed crotchety curmudgeon Charles Chuck Baker Esquire died unexpectedly last fall. Chuck was a nationally known historic restoration expert and was extensively involved in the transformation of our local Zaharico's ice cream parlor in downtown Columbus. Chuck was a lover and restorer of local historic artifacts and family heirlooms. He was also a retired attorney. But mostly he was just a great friend in school who always had that extremely dry sense of humor that we came to love and respect. Chuck loved to attend every event in the Hope area that involved the preservation of history and every event that involved both period and goofy costumes. The Hope area lost a large memory bank of local stories, legends, and priceless history when Chuck left us. Chuck, we love you and we miss you. And my good friend, this Groundhog Day is dedicated to you.
Guten Morgen. Willkommen zum Tag. That's welcome to Groundhog Day in German. On this day, February 2nd, 1887, Groundhog Day was celebrated for the first time at Gobbler's Knob in Puxatawney, Pennsylvania. According to tradition, if a groundhog comes out of its hole on this day and sees its shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter weather. No shadow means an early spring. Groundhog Day has its roots in the ancient Christian tradition of Candlemas Day, when clergy would bless and distribute candles needed for winter. The candles represented how long and cold the winter would be. Germans expanded on this concept by selecting an animal, the hedgehog, as a means of predicting weather. Once they came to America, German settlers in Pennsylvania continued the tradition, although they switched from hedgehogs to groundhogs. I would now like to introduce Kathy Hershey from Utopia Wildlife Rehabilitators, who will tell you all about this year's new predictor of weather, Hope. Hope's predecessor, Grubby, and the Utopia Wildlife Rehabilitator attendants have a stellar record for predicting an early or late spring. Hope now gets her own chance to be the star in her own right. Thanks to Kathy, Grubby, and Hope for supporting our surprising little town.
So glad to see you all this morning. Welcome to Utopia. Utopia is a state and federally licensed wildlife rehabilitation center that provides medical care, rehabilitation, and release to Indiana reptiles, mammals, birds, and birds of prey. We are here because of, the star of the day. And this is our first year. We have hope and faith. Grubby is indisposed today, but we've got these two and they're going to help us predict the weather. Groundhogs are very common in Indiana. They are kind of the farmer's nemesis. They will eat almost anything vegetation-wise. They're very, very much vegetarians and very, very greedy for food. They are called whistle pigs. They're called groundhogs. They're called woodchucks. And farmers call them all kinds of things. But these guys are very good at what they do. Hope and her sister Faith were both found because they had been very badly injured by someone who was not happy about the groundhog. They can swim, they can climb trees, and they are generally about 5 to 10 pounds. Hope is pretty large. I've got some wranglers here. We're an all-volunteer organization, so some of our volunteers are here to help. And so without further ado, let's find out when spring is coming.
Hear ye, hear ye. Welcome to all. As we beat back the winter doldrums and observe the prognostic powers of hope, Utopia and the town of Hope Utopia and the town of Hope are proud to present Hope. We will now interpret her prediction.
She's ready to get
Hope, our sweet and lovely hog in her debut. Awake from your slumber and tell us the news. If your shadow you see, 6 more weeks of the blues. No shadow in sight, all will rejoice. Spring will be soon, so tell us your choice.
Yep, she's still in there. Oh, yeah. There you go. Bring her around. Let's see what she sees.
There she is. What's going on? I see a shadow.
All right, we can put her back. We'll read her prediction. Step out and make it loud and clear.
Yes,
All right.
everyone wants to know.
The groundhog has spoken, it can be told. Her shadow she sees, 6 more weeks of cold. Hope has spoken.
I know.
You did a great job on the
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us in this pause in our day. We will now be continuing the celebration in Utopia's warming space for hot drinks and snacks. And also, we will be visiting with Hope inside. Again, thanks one and all for joining us today.